I'm John Roque. Here's some news. The only thing colder than the weather in Texas is the shoulder that Ted Cruz gave them when he left during an emergency where nobody had power, where nobody had water, and people couldn't even get food at the supermarkets. He decided to go vacation in Cancun with his family. Minus his dog Snowflake, named after Ted Cruz's feelings, had to stay home while the rest of the Cruz family was in Cancun having Coronas, having tacos, having utilities, and other basic human needs that they denied Texans. Texas's power grid went out, and Congressman Dan Crenshaw, Governor Greg Abbott, and Tucker Carlson all decided to blame windmills for not being able to handle the cold. But there's windmills in the Antarctic, there's windmills in Germany, there's windmills all over the world where there's ice. The problem is that they didn't want to spend the extra money to make sure that they don't freeze over during this. You can't go in for the cheapest product and be like, you know, that should be good enough. Who wants bologna and cheese? All right, we're only getting bologna. In Texas, windmills only provide about 20% of energy. The other 80% comes from coal, gas, and Mexicans, because we make everything work in Texas. Even if you don't see it, we're making it work. Rush Limbaugh died this week from advanced lung cancer, and that's too bad lung cancer had to eat that piece of shit for its last meal. Rush Limbaugh leaves behind a very loving wife, a golden microphone, and thousands of hours of hateful speech, and his name that everybody forgot, Rush Hour Limbog. Yeah, his middle name was Hour. Peace out, Rush Hour Limbog. Have a good night in hell. Or heaven. I don't know what we really believe in. He might be reincarnated into a baby and has a second chance where, I hope he does good this time. President Joe Biden is joining Democrats on Capitol Hill to discuss major overhaul changes to immigration into the United States. The discussion is covering an 8-year pathway into the United States that will affect about 11 million people. The plan also includes $4 billion to help South America with their problems having to deal with undocumented citizens crossing the border. One thing the United States can do is just keep the $4 billion and get out of South American countries. Stop interfering with elections. Maybe just install something like open borders where they can come here and live, register, have a social security number. Maybe open a bank account. You don't think Mexicans or South Americans know how to do that? Are they just donkey farmers to us? The most upsetting part about this deal is that they're going to give green cards to field workers that have been working through a pandemic. They have worked through fires. They have worked through the worst conditions. And the best thing that we're going to be able to offer them is a goddamn green card? That's not good enough. This is a bullshit ass thing that the Democrats are bringing to the president in order to keep us brown people happy. President Joe Biden on Tuesday said that he would not eliminate $50,000 of student debt. He is, however, open to eliminating $10,000 of student debt. During the speech, Biden listed off 6-figure debts that his own children incurred while going to private universities. But Joe Biden isn't a part of the families that is being affected by the major student debt. I am. I'm affected by that. First-generation college graduates are affected by the student debt. People like President Joe Biden, where they say, well, my kids had to pay off their own college debt, which was way more than this. And you know what? They're better for it. No, they're not. Like, your kids went to Ivy League colleges. One of them ended up being a drug addict, and he still is doing very well for himself. The other, well, God rest his soul, he was a good kid. That's probably why you're giving us $10,000, because it's like, hey, sorry you had to incur debt. Well, bad things happen that you really can't foresee in the future, so here's $10,000. But sometimes when you can pull yourself up by your bootstraps, even if you're addicted to crack like my other son, you can pay off that debt. Well, thank you, man. I'm glad you're giving us that empathy. But hey, you could just be the president that you promised us you'd be and forgive that $50,000 of student debt. It would help out a lot of people. Me. Yeah, I'm John Roque. Thanks for watching. Here's some news. If you like me, remember to like, subscribe, share. If you really like me, you can Venmo me money. That'd be awesome. Hell yeah. Thanks for watching.